King Maha Vajiralongkorn is the richest monarch in the world. With a net worth of $43 billion, he's even richer than the luxury-loving Sultan of Brunei, who's worth $28 billion. As unusual as he is rich, you may catch the king as he frolics around in crop tops, or you may catch him in the sky piloting his own planes. His lifestyle is very interesting to say the least, so let's find out exactly what he spends his fortune on this episode of Luxury Land. Please do us a favor and subscribe if you're new to the channel so that we can get to 500 subscribers and we can continue to inspire you by giving you the luxury content you deserve. The King of Thailand loves to fly, and he's rich, so you know what that means: planes. The king has 4 Boeing 737s in his stash of planes worth around about $90 million each. The planes cost an additional $3 million a year on maintenance costs and fuel. The king can possibly save money on pilots though, because he can actually pilot the jets himself. After all these videos, that's a first. The king has a unique taste in cars as well. In his car collection are a $700,000 Maybach 62, a $190,000 Mercedes V-Class, and 3 vintage Rolls Royces. The first is his famous Rolls Royce limo, worth $2.2 million. Second, the king owns a 1960 Rolls Royce Phantom 5, worth $1.1 million, and he tops it off with his $1 million Rolls Royce Silver Cloud 3. Obviously, the Thailand ruler likes a more vintage aesthetic when it comes to his cars. I think that's pretty cool. The Thai king also at one point owned a small toy poodle named Fufu. He dressed up Fufu in formal wear and brought him to important state dinners where he even drank out of glasses. The dog was even given the title of Air Marshal Chief. I mean, if you're gonna do all that, at least give the dog a respectable name like Captain Roger Stone. You want a dog to be an important figure in your political cabinet, so you get a poodle and name him Fufu? I mean, come on. Anyway, Fufu passed away in 2015 and was sent away with a $2 million funeral. The king likes to leave Thailand a lot, so much so that he has a $14.5 million lakeside villa in Munich that is like a home away from home for the king. It's called Villa Stolberg, and there's no intel on what the inside of the house looks like after he purchased it, but it is known to have at least 15 rooms. During COVID, the king stayed at a grand hotel in the Bavarian Alps with a very normal accompaniment of just 20 women. The hotel stayed open just for the king and his guests, and he stayed in what is called the King Ludwig II Suites. It is estimated that he paid $1 million per month just to stay there. Crowned king in 2019, 1,300 people celebrated the ruler's $31 million coronation for 6.5 hours. During this coronation, he was gifted many sacred objects, like a royal 9-tiered umbrella and the diamond-encrusted Sword of Victory made of gold. He was also gifted the 16-pound golden Crown of Victory, which also comes with the golden headache of victory for good measure. Third, he inherited the Golden Jubilee Diamond, made of 545 karat gold and worth $12 million. He got more presents than a spoiled rich kid on Christmas. In Thai royal culture, the kings are also gifted white elephants. All white elephants are property of the king and are seen as deities in Thailand. King Vajiralongkorn received his first white elephant immediately after being crowned. The government cares for these elephants and spends $1 million per year doing so. The king's first elephant is named Pai Ikachai and is now at a conservation center staring at a portrait of the king, and I can think of no better way to treat your deities. King Vajiralongkorn has had 4 luxurious weddings in his life. The first one was in 1977 and lasted 16 years. After the divorce, he then married a Thai actress, which lasted just 2 years. Then there was the third marriage in 2001, but she was stripped of her royal title in 2014 due to accusations of abusing royal connections. But it wasn't all bad, as she was given $6 million and told to skedaddle. The fourth and current marriage occurred in 2019. Queen Suhida was in the king's guard before they were wed, and the king had a party to celebrate the new queen, then probably held an after party with all of his girlfriends. The British family have their own net worths. But the most valuable assets, like the crown jewels, are not owned by the family, and they have no control over what happens to these assets. Similarly, the Crown Property Bureau used to control the royal fortune, but it has since transferred its assets to the king. The king now has a 23% stake in Siam Commercial Bank and a 33.3% stake in SCG, which is a huge industrial company in Thailand. His stocks now equal around $9 billion in total. The king said it's his money and he wants it now. Now, most of this is normal for a luxury-loving ruler of a country. The cars, the planes, the women. But the King of Thailand definitely stands out not only for his ability to pilot, but in his unique fashion sense. The Thai king has been spotted in malls around Germany making the boldest of fashion statements. The iconic crop top and fake tattoo combo that no one ever said was cool ever. This is the perfect example of being surrounded by yes men your whole life and having no one to ever tell you that you look absolutely ridiculous. At this same mall in Germany, he spent $500,000 buying gifts for all his women and is known to spend $1 million per month on gifts for them. He should have spent it on a stylist, I'm just saying. This is the bizarre billionaire lifestyle of the King of Thailand. By the way, his daughter, Princess Sirivannavari, is also the richest princess in the world. If you want to learn about her, I put a video on all the world's richest princesses on the screen. Be sure to check that one out too. How do you feel about the crop top and fake tattoos? Let me know in the comments below. Click a video on the screen to watch something you haven't seen. And thanks for visiting Luxury.